Uh,
Too bothered, man.
It's a podcast. You don't need much preparation.
Start the podcast off with a pizza roll in my mouth.
we are going to start the podcast with the pizza roll in your mouth.
Yeah.
We should all start the podcast with pizza rolls in our mouths.
That should be
That's we're already live, so.
I know. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Geek Universe's Geeks United podcast. And we've got some kind of fun things to talk about today. Well,
Yeah,
we're definitely
that's
talking about.
Kind of fun.
Well, we are going to talk about Destiny, the thing absolutely everybody is talking about.
That is not the fun thing we're talking about.
Yeah, apparently that's not the one that we're. Sorry, guys. Well, we're definitely going to talk about The Rock is Black Adam, because news has been out for a little while, but that's a good one because it's interesting.
We didn't cover it last week. So.
We didn't cover it last week, and neither did
Confirmed.
something that I have. We didn't cover last week either. But it's cool because there's a lot of good stuff starting to. Now that never mind. We'll talk about it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Legion of Superheroes possible movie. We're talking about the Avengers a little bit. First look at another character in the Avengers. Orlando Bloom and yet another motherfucking Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Oh God, I can't believe 5. We're gonna talk about 2. Oh yeah, we should talk about Terminator because that's funny. Supergirl is getting a show, and Futurama and The Simpsons finally get a crossover. We're going to talk about Apple's release today, a reveal, I should say, of the iPhone and the iWatch announcement, which I have a thing or two to say about.
The iWatch,
And,
I'm not ruining anything. It just sounds like a joke. Like, you know, like you're like, oh, I'm gonna have an iWatch, and you know, like, and now it is a thing. You're like, oh.
let's talk about that first. But then we're also going to talk about yet another game delay. So first, since we're all riled up about the iPhone, let's talk about the iPhone. I didn't actually get to see much.
We have an iPhone here. Like,
I've got an iPhone.
You got an iPhone?
I have an iPhone 5.
No, I have an HTC.
Yeah, Android phone.
Have the biggest galaxy ever.
I have the biggest.
And that's my thing about this entire iPhone thing is that they made a big iPhone that's even smaller than that goddamn Galaxy you're holding, and it's supposed to be thinner. It's about the same size as the Galaxy. You're like, oh great, you finally put out your own Galaxy. Like there's actually a phone like from Nexus, a Nexus phone or something, I can't remember. But or Nextel phone maybe, but it apparently has all the same dimensions of the iPhone 6, but it was in 2012. It's just they're so far behind. Like I feel at this point it's just like cool.
P.S.
Well, if you wanted a big screen iPhone, just get a damn iPad, okay?
No, for real.
Something like Jesus.
And well, honestly, I like my iPhone. I like my iPhone. I tried to do an Android phone a couple of times, and it didn't really turn out so well. So once I went to iPhone, it was good. But it is ridiculous because also this whole crazy new watch thing. Has nobody been paying attention because Samsung came out with that shit like a couple years ago.
Like a year and a half ago, yeah.
Or like a year ago, maybe not even that.
I just hate how tech things, like, they act like Apple's the first one to do anything. You're like, I mean, I have a Mac, and I love my Mac. I would not have anything else, but I would never have an iPhone because they're just so far behind. It applies only to people who have the iPhone. Like, it's cool for you, David, because you're going to get a cooler new phone when you upgrade next. You're going to have a new, thinner, bigger thing, and you'll be happy. But, like, at the same time, we've been happy and content with our Androids for, like, a year and a half, and we can emulate games. So...
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I even thought about... Because we switched from Sprint to Verizon, and we got to trade in our old phones, and we got such a great deal that we ended up like having credit to pay for like our next month's bill even. So we didn't spend any money. Quite the opposite.
That's why Apple does it.
But I almost switched to a different phone because I know some, or I think Androids just in general, can play music and record video at the same time.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
I don't know about that. I know certain ones can. Certain ones can.
certain ones can, right. And like I kind of wanted, I know it's dumb, but I wanted that feature, and I also, it was a little bit bigger, and like, it was they did seem like really nice phones, but I remember,
You just wanted Divine. We all know. You just wanted to put Vine music in. So don't lie to us.
That's right. I didn't lie. I said I wanted that feature.
You were like, I want to put where they at dough in every single one of my vines. Where they at dough.
I just want to play throw down for or turn down for what everywhere I go and everything I do.
You just turning down for what in the van, just like.
Hell no, actually my song would be Threw It on the Ground.
I've heard that a lot lately.
Threw It on the Ground by Lonely Island.
Yeah.
I love that. Have you seen that video?
No.
Oh my god. Every scene is slow-mo. Every time they go, I threw it on the ground, and like right there starts slow-mo. It's just like, oh my god. Have you heard the song?
Yes.
Well, Bobby, you should watch the music.
Well, I've watched almost every Lonely Island. I just, for some reason, haven't watched that one. Okay.
Oh, dude, that one's funny.
So it's
the
cool.
slow-mo is great.
But no, it's just like, I mean, the iWatch is cool because it actually is like a watch. But like the problem is that like once you get the ring of death, you're just gonna be like, I can't tell what time it is. I'm screwed, Like that's gonna happen. You're gonna be like, oh, there's the ring.
It's a $350 watch.
Which isn't bad if you actually wear watches, though.
Wait for the next 3DS.
Yeah, if you wear Rolexes, it's not bad.
If you wear a decent watch, yeah, that's actually not that expensive.
I think you're underestimating how much a Rolex costs. First off,
Exactly. I think if you wear a decent watch, decent.
They're like a car's amount. Like a cheap car is a Rolex. Like.
Yeah, and $350 is nothing compared to that.
No, $350
still stands.
Get a 3DS,
Yeah, $350.
I'd rather have one.
3DS for $350?
Well, maybe packaged with the new Super Smash Brothers, and it's the new one.
Couldn't I buy a Wii U for $350?
Yeah, probably.
I'd rather have a Wii U.
It'll be better.
Well, I don't know. I'd probably get more use out of the 3DS, though.
You probably would. There's not many games for the Wii.
Yeah, like the Wii U library won't get big until. I mean, you got Mario Kart 8. It makes that whole system worth it.
There's not many games for any new generation system. I don't care what anyone says.
Definitely true. I mean, this week I spent so much time. I mean, last night I was in the Microsoft store for the Destiny launch, and I'm looking at the Xbox One library, and I'm like, they got nothing. Nothing. Like launch titles alone pissed me off just looking at them. Forza, Rise, and Killer Instinct. It's just like.
Yeah, this is all Xbox One has.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only two reasons to even own an Xbox One.
Well, I bought the Xbox One because of this.
Yeah, because Titanfall. Oh, okay. I see.
The what?
What? You don't need an Xbox One for Titanfall.
No, that was the Master Chief Collection, actually.
No, I know, but Frank said Titanfall.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta play it on the Xbox One. It's just better on the Xbox One.
You like the server?
Yeah, and it's like those are the kids who, they're better at the game than the PC guys, Like, I would
Oh,
say.
they specifically made it for Xbox
No.
One and then kind of ported it over
Yeah,
to
they ported it.
But people say it's unfair to pit controllers against mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but I mean, I know some people will destroy you with a controller any day of the week. Like,
Well, no, regardless. Of course. Are you kidding me? Me especially. I'm the fucking challenge. Like, if somebody's, like, super proud about killing me, I just, like, good for you, because you accomplished nothing.
but I mean, yeah, it's just like the next gen has no anything to show off. I mean, no,
Dude,
Drought. Just like Nintendo predicted.
Yeah, it's like PS4 is just a little bit better, but like Xbox One, like you held up the two games they're worth having, and it's like, and the Wii U is even more shafted a little bit. You're just like, oh, you're like you feel bad because you're like Nintendo, you should have done better. You've had this out way longer than everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, the only games
they'll
that play
catch up.
there are Mario Kart 8 and Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah.
You forgot Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. That game's fucking great.
I actually played that on the DS.
No, that's not the same one at all.
It is not.
No.
I found out it's not the same one. Today I went looking, and I was like, Bobby's been bragging about that Donkey Kong game. And then I found the game, and I'm like, this is the same game as the Wii U one? Bobby's been buying it.
Blood Free Returns is not the same thing as Tropical Freeze.
It is. I thought it came out on the 3DS too.
No, that's the one that was on the Wii.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the same one in that case. Tropical Freeze is the one that was exclusive to Wii U, and I think it came out when I was out there last time we was in this.
Yeah, because they got that promo piece.
Exactly. It's a different game entirely.
No, I wasn't saying the game was the same. I thought it got ported to the 3DS.
Nothing really gets ported well to the 3DS. Like, I mean, like, look at, like, the Lego Marvel game didn't even port right. I was looking at that today, and it's supposed to be an open world game on every other system, and then they put it out as not. Also, Arkham Origins isn't even the same fucking game on the 3DS and PS Vita. Like, it's called Arkham Origins Blackgate, and it's just a side-scroller Batman.
Oh, I can imagine that being shitty on the 3DS. I mean, I can imagine that.
I was wondering because when you stream on Hitbox and you set up what game you're playing, it'll start, it'll bring up a list, and it always says, and I've seen that before, and I was always wondering what the hell that was. I thought it was DLC.
No. Blackgate is, it's a side-scrolling one for the PS Vita and the 3DS. And it's like, it's cool because it's like 3D, 2D Batman, but at the same time, you're kind of like, I want to play the same Arkham game I've been playing on all the other systems. Why would you do this? Other than money. So...
Probably that.
Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie. I want my Destiny port on the 3DS. That's what I'm wondering. I just want to be like Destiny.
Transition time. Woo!
So what you guys think of you guys are the actual ones who own Destiny, so tell me what you thought.
Well, I've already gotten up to level 5, and that's in between playing 3D World and getting this at like 11 today, so I like it a lot.
Install on your system? How long did it take to install on your system?
It didn't take that long, about 20 minutes or so.
David, how about you?
I haven't gotten to play the release version yet. I plan on doing that tonight a little bit after this. But I did beta test the game, and
well, no, I was wondering if it took forever for you to install, because I heard
it's taken a lot of people a long time.
It took like half hour, maybe. I don't know. It didn't take long.
Alright. Because that's the only complaint I really heard from the launch, was a lot of people were like, it's so big, it takes forever to install.
It didn't take forever to install. What might happen, a lot of people I know try to do it while, if a lot of people doing it at once, it's going to go slower, so... when I did it at 11, not many people were downloading it then. So.
Well, also,
We talking about Destiny.
these people don't realize they're about to play an open world MMO. So it's not a small game. If you have ever downloaded a significant MMO,
It takes
they're
forever.
not. Yeah, they're not small games.
That's the first update for Destiny. Like, I literally saw today that they already put out the first patch, which is already like, all right, cool, I guess. But
I want this.
ooh,
I want this. I don't have this, but I want this.
you get new.
It's like $40, isn't it?
It's 35 and it's for 2 expansions, and I guess it's like getting two new games. Like, I guess they're huge expansions.
I'll just wait until they put out the gold edition. And
Yeah, I'll show you huge expansion.
I don't know. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that, but I can't.
Now that's a T-shirt. Mike's a genius. We should put that. I'll show you a huge expansion, and then that's a T-shirt.
That's still under my stimulus package shirt.
I'll show you. That is hilarious.
I mean, I liked it. It felt so natural in my hands when I played it last night at the launch. Like, it just.
A big expansion.
Like,
Good man.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like, it felt like Halo. So, and I grew up on Halo. So like, me playing COD always feels weird to me. I always feel like it's wonky. But that, I know a ton of kids are like, what do you mean COD's so easy? And I mean, it is, but like, it just doesn't feel natural the same way Halo does. Like, you should all, like, just the same way you zoom in and the same way you throw grenades, it just feels natural. And I loved it. And I love that you get magic, you know? Like, I mean, that's the main difference, is like, you get RPG and magic. You're like, I'm cool with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when's the last time you threw a grenade in real life? How natural could it feel?
I mean, that's true, I guess.
Is that a Boston thing?
Where's my grenade?
We throw grenades.
It's been a while. I gotta practice.
Yeah, I gotta work this out. It's just like, I mean, it's cool. It's got enough changes. My only complaint is that maybe it's too RPG. That because when you're facing a boss guy, you have to unload on him. You know, it's not like headshot, he's down. It's like, here's my fucking clip. All right.
How far did you get?
Something clip. Like, I only got to play for not that long.
I'm excited.
I got to play the beginning story. That's basically it. But
Okay.
I guess there's going to be raids and stuff like that. You guys, bosses are no joke. When you step into the MMO scene, bosses are no joke.
No, they're no joke in this game, but after getting a while, it came back like Halo, so I started whooping some ass. So.
I started whooping some ass.
Whooping ass.
Sure you did. Oh yeah, so did you guys get to play any multiplayer?
Not yet. No. If I stay up tonight, I might play online tonight because I know some of my friends will be on tonight.
and you can check out these streams on Twitch GU.
Whoa.
Oh, Hitbox.
Hitbox.
Well, GU. Well, we're gonna do GU streams also on Twitch. I think it's twitch.com/geekyuniverse.
Geeky Universe, yes.
Yes. Oh, it's not just GU.
Exactly what I said. All right. No,
No, Geek Universe.
I was actually going to start my adventure of Destiny on said site.
On said Twitch site.
Yeah, on Twitch site.
What the hell?
Bad for going back to Twitch.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, I know. I don't. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. Streaming is fun wherever you go.
Except Hitbox is gonna find you in the middle of the night and beat you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Me.
What I do too is just I can't stream to Hitbox with the PS4 anyway, because I don't have a capture device, so I rely on what's in the PlayStation, which only goes to Twitch or Justin.tv or whatever. How vain was that? Name that shit after yourself.
That's Sony.
But wait, did you just say PS4 you can't stream to Twitch?
No, you can only stream to Twitch. I can't stream it to Hitbox.
Yeah.
So what I've done was I screen shared. I had my Twitch stream up, and I screen shared it to Hitbox. But like, it's weird either way. But also, what sucks, what I really don't like, is that let's say for some reason, Bobby, let's say we all had PS4s and we all got on to Destiny.
Wouldn't that be nice?
And we were all yeah, I know, right? And we were all individually streaming for some reason.
There's 2 of them where I live.
You couldn't hear any other voices except for yours. It'd be like,
Alright.
imagine doing this podcast and then blocking out every other person that's speaking. And so it's just you either listening.
So it'd be David just nervously laughing half the time, and, and then World of Warcraft, Halo, wieners, and then,
Pretty much. But isn't that shitty? I don't know if you can change that, and I don't think you can, but you can't in your PlayStation party. And I think the same goes with Xbox, but I'm not sure.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's the same.
Yeah, how stupid is that? When you're streaming, it blocks out their voices in stream. I mean, I assume that's because they don't want like liability issues. I don't know what the hell. I don't want to be on stream. You know, some stupid shit.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's got to be a way to. They should have something to go around that.
maybe. I don't know.
Maybe there'll be a patch.
That'll be.
Maybe.
All right. Anyway.
What were you, Bobby, in Destiny? Bye.
Hunter.
What?
Hunter.
Nice. What's the benefit of being a hunter, though? I didn't even check them out.
Honestly, I don't even know. I just picked it. I just fucking picked it.
What are the other classes? There's Warlock, Hunter, and...
Titan.
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 That's not a ripoff.
How about Titanfall?
But, I mean, I was also really impressed with the character creation. I thought that was really cool because it was almost Sims-ish, you know? Like, you could almost make anything you wanted.
That is true.
Which is, I was like, wow, impressed.
Yeah, I like that.
It's kind of Mass Effect-y in that sort of way.
Yeah, it is kind of Mass Effect-y.
I just want to say,
It's like
I did get to play them all.
Mass Effect mashup.
It is.
I did get to play the multiplayer when I beta tested, and it was capture and hold the base, basically. And it was really fun. This was fun multiplayer. Like, this is... if this is how Halo played, and it's not, then I would have liked Halo a lot more. But, like, when it comes to, like, shooting your enemies and shit, this one's a lot better. I think smoother and better for me. But it was just, in general, it was super fun.
You suck for some reason in Halo, and I don't get it, because it plays exactly the same. I mean, it does.
It does. Everyone who played it was like, hey, it's kind of like Halo. And you're like, well, yeah.
Made by Bungie. It's going to play like Halo.
I wonder if there's going to be esports, though, of Destiny, or if they're just going to, not do it at all. Because they do esports of Halo, so I wonder if they're going to do transition to doing Destiny as an esport.
I would assume so, because it's probably going to be the biggest game of the year, even beating out Call of Duty, so...
Really? You think it's going to out Advanced Warfare?
Dude, this game is getting huge.
It's getting huge, and yeah, I think it'll beat out
a lot.
Advanced Warfare, I believe it's called.
Yeah. I love that this year is like finally the year that video games are embracing the sci-fi like FPS. Like they were like, we can do that Titanfall thing.
Oh, that new Alien Isolation game is coming out too.
That's not really an FPS. That's kind of like
No, but sci-fi. Yeah, technicalities, Frank. Sci-fi.
That Silent Hill's playable trailer.
Oh man, PT was fucking scary, dude.
What?
Yeah, I
Oh,
played that last night.
oh, what wasn't it fucking scary, Mike? That's it's creepy.
Playable? What do you mean?
It scared me, but my buddies thought it was pretty scary.
Did you figure out the puzzle, by the by?
The only reason we actually played it is because I actually found out the puzzle from a different video.
Um,
But it's just like, I want to see how scared they get from this. You know, that sort of thing.
yeah. David, there's a playable demo called PT of the new Silent Hill game that's being developed by who's the guys who make Silent Hill games?
The guy who made
It's Hideo
Kojima and
it's
Guillermo del Toro.
It's Guillermo del Toro and yeah.
Okay.
That I might be interested in. I'll just borrow a PlayStation 4.
I'm gonna have to remember to check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's the playable demos on the PS4, so I think you can just download.
Yeah. And it's coming out in 2016, so it's pretty early.
Oh, Jesus.
But
I'm
it's
not kidding either.
it's extremely
I believe you.
like in the way it like scares you and the way it's built for as a game. It's just kind of like you sit there and I like watched a couple streams of it just because it was so interesting. I never sit and watch horror games because, you know, it's just people screaming like memes. But this was like really interesting.
See, I'm excited for the Evil Within, but I haven't kept up with the Silent Hill series.
Oh, Evil Within. I'm excited.
I want to go back into
Place,
this.
David.
What?
As I'm excited to get that game from your place.
I mean, I think Evil Within is going to be cool, but like, I think anything with Guillermo del Toro's stamp on it, I'll totally watch or play. So,
Yeah, no, I'm excited to try that trailer. I've never really.
Yeah. Actually, the game might not come to your place anymore, David.
maybe not.
Where's it going?
Oh, it might come to my place because I put it in a change of address, so it might get shipped.
Oh, nice. There you go.
I kind of forgot about that.
Is that 360?
Yeah, I wish I would have got it next gen.
Yeah, but you didn't know you were gonna get a next gen. You still didn't.
Yeah. And it's not impressive anyway.
Impressive anyway.
Next gen.
Whatever. I'm pretty happy with how I've been using my PlayStation 4 so far.
Hey, it
Just
should be
for
a
Diablo.
reality by now. That's all I'm saying.
Do you play Diablo on there?
I played it on there. Yeah, I have it. I play Diablo on there only when my buddy TJ wants to play, which is not a whole lot, but I like it on the PC better.
Of course you
Master Race. Moving on to unless you guys got something else to talk about, Destiny.
Yeah, that's enough for that.
Yeah, we're good on Destiny.
Okay. So the big news from last week was The Rock was announced. He announced himself that he is Black Adam in the new Shazam movie, which kind of made me go the whole time. Like it was just
Kind of.
What's that mean?
Wow.
What the hell's that mean?
I mean, The Rock is an okay actor. Like, he's not fantastic.
He's gonna be really good for this, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like, everyone knows he was pretty damn good as the Scorpion.
I wanted him to play Lobo. Sorry.
No. They're not gonna do a Lobo in a movie. No.
Lobo would be a badass movie, though.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. You know who's gonna play him? Channing Tatum.
I will beat you up if that ever came true.
Don't beat me up. I don't want that shit to happen. He's just been taking roles. That's all.
like
gonna be
naming
Gambit
something
anyway.
except from DC.
Or I mean, I'm sorry, not Channing Tatum. Well, him or
Like
what's
Channing
Tom
Tatum.
Hardy.
Oh, Tom Hardy would be cool.
Yeah, but he's
Tom
already
Hardy.
named, so they won't.
No, I know. That's true.
Yeah, no,
But
they
still.
would. They totally would, dude.
Yeah, that is true.
Maybe it'll be Ryan Reynolds.
The whole movie.
And there was a rumor this week that it might be Chris Pratt who plays the Green Lantern in the new Justice League movie.
Oh.
That would be insane if Chris Pratt. Really? No.
That's just a rumor, but at the same time, I mean, it immediately says to me they're looking for a Green Lantern instead of bringing back Ryan Reynolds. You know, like, which is totally okay. I mean, I'm sure they were just like, sci-fi guys. Who does sci-fi? Oh, Chris Pratt played Captain Kirk. And you're just like, oh god. Like, but I mean, what's interesting about this Shazam news is it first off confirms that Shazam's going to be in a Justice League movie, or he will get his own movie. Is what most likely will happen. Is what they said. Is that Shazam's going to have his own separate film completely.
Which will be very interesting.
Yeah, it matters who they pick for Billy Batson and Shazam, and I'm gonna keep calling him Shazam just to piss off Deshaun. Deshaun, I hope you're watching this. His name's goddamn Shazam, not Captain Marvel.
It's Shazam.
But me and Deshaun literally have that argument every day. I'm like, hey, look, it's Shazam, and he's like, Captain Marvel. I'm like, Shazam? It says so on the comic, and he's like, his name's Captain Marvel. And I'm like, yeah, not anymore, bitch. Yeah.
They switched that in the 80s, didn't they?
No, it was just recently. It was like 2 years ago that they finally were like, yeah, we should probably just call him Shazam. But everyone does just call him Shazam anyways.
Yeah, Shazam. I've known him for Shazam for a while, so.
Yeah. Exactly, but they didn't call it that, you know. Like they were still like it's Captain Marvel because they had Mary Marvel. Like, what are you gonna call Mary Marvel now? Mary Shazam? Like,
why can't she just be Mary Marvel? Why does there have to be a Mr. Marvel or Captain Marvel?
Because yeah, you kind of got a point.
She can't just be her own character.
No, because they all are powered by the word Shazam. You know.
Oh, okay. Touche.
Yeah. And I know it's confusing. Well, the reason why they had to
Shazamette
is because there is a Miss Marvel and a Mr. Marvel on the Marvel comics.
Shazam!
Even though DC's came out first, right?
Yes, of course. You are exactly right.
Yeah.
But it does not mean it's the most famous either, because Alan Moore and Grant Morrison wrote the Mr. Marvel or the Captain Marvel at Marvel.
Mr. Marvel.
But you know, Shazam is definitely a better title. You know.
Did nobody hear my suggestion for
No.
Push about your Shazam shit.
Shazam?
That is stupid.
Horrible. Wait. I gotta find my mouse so I can mute you.
If DC does that, I'm gonna personally blame you, David. I'm just gonna be like, this is all David's fault. God damn it.
But that would mean they listen to us.
But I mean, you guys are the big rock. You guys are the big wrestling fans, so I'm sure you guys are excited about The Rock being in a DC movie. I'm sure
I think he'll be a really good Black Adam.
I would have preferred Jon Stewart. That would have been awesome.
That would have been cool, but he's not. Is The Rock black? Question mark.
He's half black.
Well, then he can't be Jon Stewart. That's fucking insulting.
That's comic racism.
No, you're racist. You are literally saying the #1 black character of all time in the fucking DC universe, not black.
I wouldn't go all time, but you said DC, so yeah, you fixed that.
Yeah, because like, okay, so what other black characters would you name off, like that are bigger than Jon Stewart? Falcon. Ah, shit.
I mean, he's Captain America now. I mean, how can you say that he's that bigger?
Black Panther.
Yeah, John Stewart's bigger than that.
Yeah, he's got.
I know. I just really like Black Panther.
Yeah, but at least Jon Stewart has a power ring. Everyone else is just like, I'm super fast and strong. And it's like, well, thank God Jon Stewart actually has a power, at least.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I wouldn't have a problem with it because, I mean, The Rock is half black. I don't have a problem with it.
Well, I mean, he could have been Steel. I don't know. He could have been a lot of things.
Ooh, yeah. They should make Steel, like, why don't I hear more about Steel? He's awesome.
Because they just haven't done it. But, I mean, he'll probably be in the Supergirl show that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Trans.
I like how we always have to note our transitions. We can't just...
That's because we're impressed that we can do it so seamlessly sometimes.
Transition point. But yeah, apparently Supergirl's getting a TV show.
Yeah, and it's gonna be made. It's gonna be made by the same guy who's doing the Arrow and the Flash show. Because there was a rumor it was gonna be by the people who made the canceled Wonder Woman show, which thank God, because that show sucked. So, and obviously this guy has a thing for making realistic superhero shows. I mean, he's got Arrow and now Flash. I mean, so might as well keep going, I guess.
Yeah.
The interesting news about that is that it probably won't be on the CW, though.
Really?
Yeah, from what I've been
Interesting.
It's being shopped around like Gotham was being shopped around and got picked up by Fox.
Huh, because, I mean, I was kind of interested in the crossover there. I was like, well, the Barry Allen Flash will finally be able to meet Supergirl. That'll be kind of cool. And Arrow will get his ass handed to him by Supergirl. It'll be sweet.
No,
it
looks like it won't be on there.
Well, it's probably a good thing, too, because Supergirl's way overpowered. Like, I mean, she's just too OP. Like, I think she would be totally outplay both those universes.
If you're a super, you're overpowered.
Yeah, true. It's true. So, like, that is the problem with doing a TV show, like, with that. That's like, but it makes me excited that it's not on CW, because if it was on CW, I'm sure it would just be a bunch of them trying really badly to relate to teen girls and like just messing up. Like it's just
Yeah, true.
I was like, what about Smallville?
But that's not a main character. That's a girl who's a teenager.
No, I know, but I was just thinking superhero show on the channel.
It's CW. Like you gotta think like what shows do they have? Vampire Diaries or something like that. That's what they're gonna cater to.
Supergirl, Vampire Slayer.
I mean, that's probably gonna be an episode, but but I mean, I'm kind of excited by it because I mean, hopefully, like they can do Supergirl justice because I mean, she's always got the short end of the stick because she's kind of just Superman's cousin, you know, like she's never been anything other than that. So hopefully maybe she can stand out on her own, but I don't know how you're going to do a Supergirl show with no Superman is my only thing is. So.
Yeah, that's like he will probably have to come up in a pilot episode.
Or at least see his cape or something, I don't know.
There's probably, or she's going to talk to him in like a hologram something.
Or you could do like just Jonathan and Martha, possibly.
Maybe. It's strange because there's so much history of Supergirl. It's like there's some history where she actually is like raised by the Kents too, and then there's some where she just drops somewhere else and is raised by other people. You know, it's just kind of. And then there's lots of different ones where she just pops up and she's freaking grown. She's just a teenager already, so it doesn't really matter who she's with.
Well, that's what they did in Smallville. She was already a teenager.
Yeah, which is the way to go, I think. But mostly that I feel if they do that, the show's just gonna be a lot of humor of like she doesn't get normal teenager things, And there'll be a whole episode of her trying to date or go to prom, and it'll be obnoxious.
Well, I mean, yeah, that'd be kind of cheesy.
So do you think they're going to have her as a teen, or do you think they might just age it up? Because it looks like they're trying to do it a little bit more mature and away from CW's style. So.
Well, then I would hope they would just call it Power Girl. You know, like why go with Supergirl and just like help the entire show out and just call it Power Girl. You know, like why not?
Well, because Supergirl has more brand recognition.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
I don't want all that cleavage.
But that would bring everybody in, and you know it. You know, the first commercial, people would freak out. They would be like, "That costume, though." And then,
Yeah. Sorry, the Supergirl costume's pretty cool. Her
I mean,
boots and
they're both wicked skimpy, but at the same time.
But
But I mean, I really like the Flash pilot. I thought the Flash pilot was really good. Not that I've seen it or anything, but it's really good, and you should watch Flash. And I mean, but that made me really go, wow, this guy can do like full-on superhero stories, you know, like, and this will be fun. So I mean, I have this much hope for the Supergirl show, but the moment they name it Super or Girl, I'm gonna fucking flip a table. So, and I mean that by like super or just that is the title, which is a rumor, but it could happen.
it could either be called Super or it could either be called Girl.
That's what they're saying, but that's a rumor, so I don't know.
Girl Super.
You're gonna have a show that's just called Girl.
There's a show called Girl.
About Supergirl.
Girl.
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 It's actually with a U too.
Girl.
Yeah, that's even better. That's what TV has done to time.
Sorry, that's just like name it. I don't know, Superville. Then I don't care. Just something better than
Girl Super.
It's Smallville. It's gonna be another Smallville, but just with her.
yeah.
Smallville
Or
2.
Metropolis.
Metropolis.
Oh no. Because it
Not
has
Metropolis. Has nothing to do with yeah.
Smallville 2. Rise of the
at least Gotham is about the cops, you know, like, and it's gonna be about like Gotham cops, which they just should have called it GCPD, but whatever.
When is that airing again, or did it?
Fox.
No, that's November or October, late October, November.
Okay, we have it scheduled on our
No,
GBA.
didn't it get pushed up to September? I think. I thought it got pushed up.
I will.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up now.
It's September next year.
Next year.
September 22nd. All right, cool.
Frank, I love your JL8 poster.
I like it a lot.
I haven't read the last few. I really should.
They're pretty good. It's been.
Oh, they're hilarious.
They're on a camping trip, and they're all Green Lanterns and the Boy Scouts. It's fantastic.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so
They need to make a JL8 cartoon with that guy doing it. That'd be great. Anyway.
Yeah, they just need to give him lots of money to do whatever he wants to do. Is basically what they should do.
Yeah.
But I mean, as much as I'm disappointed by the Supergirl, like the Supergirl, well, I'm trepided about the Supergirl news. I'm more disappointed about the rumor of them maybe doing a Legion of Superheroes movie.
Oh yeah.
That just made me puke when I saw the title. I was like, oh no, oh no, please no. Just because they said it's probably going to be in response to Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, that as a response to Guardians of the Galaxy? Fucking what? I was just like, why wouldn't you do Justice League Dark? Or what's another superhero team? There's Justice League of America. Or, I don't fucking know. Use any of them.
Society of America.
Yeah, Green Lantern Corps.
Super Friends.
Super Friends. I don't give a fucking anything over Legion of Superheroes, which is a bunch of fucking superheroes I don't give a fuck about. They're a bunch of teenagers, so they always screw up, and confusing time travel that we all know they're going to screw up in a movie. Just putting it out there.
It's just, you're not going to compare because you don't have Groot.
Yeah, basically. It's like, what do they got? They got Elastic Boy? Fuck you. Lightning Lad?
What do they got? Elastic Boy? Fuck you. Sorry.
It's just, Brainiac 5? No. It's like, and they also said it's they're probably going to use it to introduce Darkseid, and that makes me even madder because they should just introduce Darkseid in the Justice League movie.
Thank you.
Like, what? Like, what are they going to use as their giant villain in the Darkseid in the Justice League movie? What's going to be a threat that should bring the entire 7 dudes together and one to fight?
According to the article that you posted, Darkseid is the inspiration for Thanos.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Darkseid's been around for so much longer, and Thanos is a pussy-ass bitch compared to Darkseid. Just saying.
That's true. True that.
I didn't know that.
Well, okay. Thanos, I mean, I like him. I like him. He's a good villain, and I think they're doing a good job with the Marvel movies with him. But I can't ever stop laughing at Thanos because 2 stories. In the 30s and 40s, and I think the 50s, they had one story where Thanos had a helicopter. It's called the Thanos copter, and it was hilarious. It's just to see the giant guy in a tiny little helicopter, which has Thanos on the tail. And then the other where he gets depowered and mugged in New York City. That was hilarious. Because he's just like, what are you doing to me? Stop this. I'm Thanos, destroyer of worlds. And then mugged and left without a wallet. He's like, no! You're just like, haha, Thanos. That would never happen to Darkseid. Darkseid would be like pussy-ass bitches and Omega Beam everybody. Like, I don't think he was into that shit. And also, Thanos is like this tall in comparison to Darkseid's like that tall. You know?
Yeah.
Which is an interesting thing because maybe who knows if he'll be that tall in the movies because is he going to be gigantic like in the comics or is he going to be tiny like he is in the cartoon series where he's like sort of the same size as Superman? But
what would you rather see?
Probably scale him down.
I mean, I would kind of want to see him kind of big, but I don't know. Like that, I would want him at least the size of a skyscraper, just to make the action fucking gigantic. You know, like just to see Superman try to punch him. So that would be cool.
That's amazing.
But basically, I just put this article in their news thing so I could complain about Legions of Superheroes. Is basically it. I didn't really have any other motives other than fuck you, Legion of Superheroes. So
yeah, that's a good enough motive.
It's and the rumor comes from Latino Review, which has a rumor of either making shit up or being completely spot on. So I guess it's a toss-up.
50-50?
50-50. Because, like, they're right about so much, and then they're just completely wrong about, like, other shit. And you're just like, oh, man. Not good.
Yeah.
On Latino Review, they got a few of the characters they list. They got Cosmic Boy, Saturn Girl, Lightning Lad.
Oh, Lightning Lad, that name.
I know. That's pretty weak.
Well, speaking of team heroes, you guys want to talk about the new Avengers, Age of Ultron, and the fact that they have just introduced Vision?
Did you guys get to see what he looked like?
I did.
Yeah. It wasn't the actor, but
it's the model.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it looks cool. They just don't
I'm
have.
okay with it.
What?
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, like it's not insulting in any way. I think it's a good update. I think he looks solid. Like
The only thing that's missing is the collar. That's literally the only thing missing.
What?
The collar. That's the only thing missing in his costume.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't really tell from the first picture if that is the collar behind him or the building. You can't really, like, I don't know.
I was on my phone, so I couldn't give you that much detail.
No, there's no color. They even say it in the
the thing?
article.
Yeah. Well,
And
that doesn't really bother me too much, you know? Like, if you're going to change one thing, it's not too bad.
well, they were talking about I'm sorry. Who's playing him? Paul Bettany, thank you.
Yeah.
They were talking to him about the costume, and he said that it was. I thought it was cool because he was like, in no way, shape, or form to have anything to do with this, but it's like the most amazing thing. And that they interviewed him. They asked, "Do you wear a big yellow cape?" And he said, "Can't discuss that. There is a cape, and it's fabulous."
It just makes me happy because like none of the other Avengers wear capes except for Thor, and is that really a cape or more of just a really big toga? Like I don't know. It's like it's just I don't know what that is.
But also I can relate to this kind of when it comes to like uncomfortable costumes that you have to wear. He said that it is, quote, the consequence is it's fucking hot.
It makes sense. Makes sense.
I just thought it was hilarious.
But I mean, what's interesting about this, and I mean, if you haven't picked up from it, is that the Vision in the comics is a robot, but from somewhere else. I don't exactly know where he's from, but in this one, he's probably gonna be Jarvis, because Paul Bettany voiced Jarvis in the last 3 Iron Man movies. He's probably gonna be Jarvis, like in an Iron Man type adaptation. You know, like it's probably gonna be Iron Man trying to make an autonomous Iron Man suit, and then it finally makes the Vision. You know.
Yes. I put those 2 and 2 together, but
yeah.
Thank you for spelling it out for the viewers.
Basically, I have to spell it out for the noobs. It's basically, you know.
No, I'm actually being sincere. Like that's actually really good for you to do that.
Yep, because I didn't know any of that.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, it's probably spoilers, but that's probably what's going to happen. I mean, the other thing from the first picture that's interesting is they were showing off all the Avengers in that poster, and I mean, first off, they didn't really change Thor's or Iron Man's or Hulk's costume. Captain America has like tiny changes to his costume, but Hawkeye's new costume kind of looks like a motherfucking badass. I don't know if you guys could see that from the picture, but
I'm gonna look at it now.
got like a trench coat. It goes down to like here on him, and it's just I don't know. It seems more of his, like, the classic costume is like a long coat, you know, like that's all purple, and I kind of dig that they're kind of going for that more comic booky look for Hawkeye instead of like, you know, Avengers 2010, you know, type of deal. So, I mean,
huh?
It wasn't 2010. I was just saying, when did Avengers come out?
Yeah, I like it. I like that new look for Hawkeye.
Yeah, that should be cool. Oh shit, Avengers is 2012. But yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I hope that I just want to see more fucking Hulk, and I want to see the Hulkbuster. That's what I'm really excited for this Avengers movie.
I want to see him fuck up the Hulkbuster is what I want to see.
Yeah. I mean, mostly, it kind of sounds like this one's going to be a very Iron Man-centered story. Like, the last one was very Captain America, but if the Vision's going to be made and there's going to be a Hulkbuster armor, I mean, you're going to have to spend a lot of time with Tony Stark to, like, have those things happen.
Well, they probably did that too because they have to justify all the money they're going to give Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Make him work for it.
Well,
Fucking A.
there was another interview this week that he was saying that there is no plans for an Iron Man 4 at the moment. Like, no one's even writing it, no one's pitched it, no one's even signed him.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that completely because, I mean, as cool it was that we got 3 Iron Man movies, I can wait for another one, you know? Like,
Especially because you get him in this.
yeah, and you're going to get him in every other Avengers film or tie-in ever, you know? Like, they used him to tie all the other films together, so...
That just means they're going to reboot it.
No, they're not going to reboot
2 months, you're going to hear word on a reboot.
No.
Oh,
No.
geez.
2 months.
Robert Downey Jr. brings too much money for them to reboot it right now.
No, they're not rebooting for years. I'm telling you that they're going for a massive universe before they go for reboots. They're actually
Hulk needs his movie, though.
they're gonna take because this movie is the first step in the massive universe. I'm telling you, Guardians of the Galaxy was your first inkling, but like this one's gonna be one of the first big steps to just introducing a shit ton of heroes. And then there's going to be a ton of other movies and crossovers and stuff like that. Because, I mean, look at this movie. It's got... I mean, people complain about Batman, Superman having too many superheroes in it, but this movie has, including the Avengers, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and now the Vision. You're just like, all right. Like... like...
Yeah, but they did it way better than most with a whole lot of people.
Yeah, but I would say even Guardians was better at being a team movie than the Avengers was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm. Just because it felt more natural, you didn't feel forced. You didn't feel like we have to fight together because we're the Avengers. You felt like, oh, these guys actually would fight together, you know?
See, I think that's the problem with why a lot of people are worried about Justice League and stuff is because Superman and Batman are such big characters. It's going to be hard to take away, camera time without pissing off people.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like it's Scott Snyder. It's not Scott Snyder. Zack Snyder doing Batman versus Superman. Like literally, he's doing the fight from Dark Knight Returns. Which means, and he's a huge fucking fan of that storyline. So first off, he's just gonna take panels from this and just like redo them. Like we already saw from the little preview that was released from Comic-Con, the frame where he turns on the light. I mean, that was badass motherfucking shit. But like, and that's not even from the goddamn book, but it was still gorgeous and cool and big. And where the fuck is that panel?
With all these movies being made from comics, it's already storyboarded out when they look at the comics, right?
Yeah.
Lazy. Anyway.
No, but they fill in what I don't know. I think it's cool that they do it just like the comics.
Really? Mandarin, an actor in the comics?
Yeah, that was not in the comics.
Wait, do that again, Frank.
That was just, darn it, I just closed it. It's Superman and they're at Crime Alley and it's Superman and Batman. So that's gonna go down though, like on Crime Alley, because yeah. I mean, basically, everyone's freaking out about that movie, but my whole argument is. Everyone likes Watchmen, and he literally did that book, like, word for word from the book, and he did something that was almost impossible. He made The Watchmen into a movie, so I think he can fucking handle Batman versus Superman. But, I mean, a lot of people don't believe in Zack Snyder like I do, so...
I don't.
That's big. I know you don't, but...
I know you don't. I think I'm more sided with you, Frank, but maybe not as hardcore.
Well, you just want Superman to win, and I know he's not going to, so...
No, I know he's not gonna. I understand he's not gonna win. I'm just saying as Zack Snyder-wise.
Ah.
Not
Superman's gonna
story-wise.
get good. As you know it's gonna happen.
Yes, I do. Batman's gonna hold him and tell him, "I want you to know that this is, or I want you to remember, I'm the one man that beat you," or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, and then the theater's gonna go wild. I'm still wearing a Superman shirt to that movie. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a. I'm just saying that if they can handle that, I'm sure they can handle Cyborg and Wonder Woman being in this film. Like,
right?
They didn't even you didn't have they didn't explain any of the superheroes in Watchmen. Like, they spend no time at all explaining them, except you feel like you know everybody. You know, so
Yes.
it's just a good example of how to do a team movie and not hold everyone's hand by having a solo movie before every goddamn team movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for superhero shit. So, want to move into something that Mike can talk about?
Yeah.
No,
And then we
I
should wrap it up, you guys. It's almost 11 o'clock.
Well, what about Futurama and The Simpsons, Mike?
I'm gonna play Shovel Knight some more. What?
Futurama and
My problem.
Crossover?
yeah.
Okay. Here, my problem with that is, okay, Simpsons are way past their prime, and Futurama has been revived twice and failed. Now they're going to do a crossover?
Mike, did you read the
What?
article?
Why?
Because in there it says the title, you know how Futurama has that little caption at the bottom?
Yeah.
They say that it's going to have a hybrid opening of the two, and it's going to have that little title, and it said, one show when hold on a second, let me see if it's like one show that's out of ideas and one show that's out of episodes combining together, some shit like that.
Okay, so let's make a crossover then. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they're totally making fun of it too.
Then so, in one instance.
I mean, Mike makes a good point, though, is why didn't they do this a lot sooner? Matt Groening owns both, and, why would he not do this a lot sooner?
Because he does not own both.
Well,
Honestly, watching The Simpsons now pisses me off, unless it's an old episode. I mean, and FXX is doing that plenty, so thumbs up to them. But the new ones, it's just formula. Every fucking time it's the same thing.
I'm actually shocked that they're doing this because Fox owns Simpsons and Comedy Central now owns Futurama, so they're owned by two completely different companies now.
I think Fox bought a lot of rights to be able to do whatever they want with The Simpsons. I think
They got money.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but they don't own Futurama. They own The Simpsons.
Yeah, but they did the Family Guy crossover episode, so
Well, that's because they own Family Guy too.
yeah.
That's another problem I have. But whatever. I mean, what are Simpsons like in the 52nd season now? Now they're doing crossovers just because they're suddenly not popular anymore? They haven't been popular in 10 years.
They haven't been popular in a while.
And they suck now.
the plot sounds wicked, crazy, and interesting. I mean, they say that it's going to be it's a complex Terminator-esque plot that Bart blows his nose on a sandwich that he places in a time capsule, and that mixes with Milhouse's rabbit foot and some radioactive ooze, and it creates a global catastrophe in the future, which sends Bender back in time to kill Bart.
It's gonna be
I was so
ridiculous.
bored by that I was just like, what the fuck? When is this gonna end?
Yeah.
Explaining it to me.
I don't even know if I want to see the Family Guy Simpsons crossover, let alone Futurama.
Yeah, I'm with Mike.
I still like it.
But I mean, don't you like Futurama even? I like Futurama a lot more than I like Family Guy. I'll watch Futurama whenever it's on.
Yeah.
It's a good show, kind of always.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
just
think.
wish us nerds would have supported it to keep it on the air, but no, whatever.
But it's The Simpsons too. Yeah.
But since they
Same happened with Conan on the Tonight Show. You know, everyone watched it online, but that wasn't good enough for the networks. They have to watch it on television. Whatever.
Where they get the money is the advertisement money comes from.
I know. And now Jimmy, what's his name, is doing it like he deserves the Tonight Show. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But other than that, I think the other stories we had was Orlando Bloom is probably going to be in the Pirates of the Caribbean 5.
Caribou, Pirates and the Caribou.
Caribou.
I'll watch that movie.
Yeah. So they're making another one?
Yeah, well, yeah, they confirmed that like the last one, the fourth one was the start of a new trilogy, and even though there was no inkling that there was going to be any other movies past the one that they just did, but they're doing this one, and they're probably going to do one more before Disney probably reboots it. So.
Beating a dead horse.
Disney's milking that cash cow, so.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cash cow, which you beat with a dead horse. There you go.
the cash cow you beat with the dead horse.
Basically, what's going on?
It makes me kind of like this much more excited for that movie that Orlando Bloom will be in it, because I mean, if you guys saw the last one, which I know you didn't, because it's that bad.
This much.
I don't give a shit that there's a fifth. I can't believe that they're making a fifth fucking Pirates.
The kids want to see it.
Just watch the other ones over and over again.
Man,
only one.
innovation is dead, isn't it?
Basically, my argument is that the first one's the only good, really good one, and that's basically it. And if they can't capture that charm again, don't fucking do it. Like, but
That requires character development. They won't do that anymore if it's a sequel.
yeah, it's
Think about it.
boom,
Kind of true.
boom. Mike's right.
I'm not saying I am. I'm just telling you.
We're saying you are.
Whatever.
Nah, whatever. Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm cynical, everyone. I'm not excited as everyone is.
We're not excited for it.
Unless it's about Super Smash Bros. Or Mortal Kombat X, I think I'm out.
that works. Oh!
Because Halloween will also be a Mortal Kombat themed Halloween costume. But you'll see it when you get it.
Uh-oh.
That's like last year. Not Scorpion, though.
Oh, but not just like last year.
I lost that costume. I'm pissed.
Oh, that sucks.
I wanted to use it for that gaming show. But I got another one.
Of course you did.
Different character. You'll see.
Baraka.
No.
Oh, that would be sick, though. You should do Baraka.
I've seen some really cool
facial.
Baraka cosplay.
Yeah, it would take a hell of a lot of spirit gum and facial crap.
But it would be sick.
Yeah.
With latex and such.
Yep.
I think you're just being a pussy. Do it.
I'm gonna have to agree with Frank.
They gotta talk Monica into being Melina.
Oh my god.
Because Melina would be something else too. That would bring in the views. That's all.
She should be Baraka, and you should be Melina.
No.
Or Sonya. Are you better
I
with
already bought
Sonya?
the costume, so suck it. You'll see it on Halloween.
Shiva? How about Shiva?
So suck it.
Sindel. Maybe Sindel?
Those two are barely Mortal Kombat characters.
I just named half of them.
So let me sum up the last two stories before we head out. Google Glass is now available to public, so if you're super fucking rich, go fucking buy it, I
Yeah,
guess.
for $1,500.
That's what I'm saying. It's fucking ridiculous. Wait, I'm like, you're gonna you put an iPhone on your fucking face? I'm
But
like,
Frank, it can go on to any regular sunglasses or any regular glasses.
I mean, that's kind of cool because I would have looked like a fool if I had to like put it over my glasses, but now that it's attached.
No, it goes right on to your glasses. Totally worth $1,500.
Apple Watch, I like it.
Yeah, I heard the Apple Watch is coming out.
I hate you, Frank.
That's about what I imagine it to
Sorry, Frank.
be.
I just used saying your name, I think.
And then the other one is Shadow of Mordor has been delayed, not for the Xbox One and the PS4, but for
Yes,
PS
for the
and Xbox 360.
previous generation.
That's funny.
The one that's still alive and kicking the new generation's ass.
Well, it's just kind of funny because like they expect to sell less of that copy, and then they're delaying it for months and months, and you're like, cool? That's gonna suck for your sales, like completely. Everyone's just gonna own the other one, like at this point.
I was gonna say I wouldn't even put it out if I were them.
Anyway, we're gonna just go ahead and X-nay this.
This.
I mean that game looks cool though. Shadow of Mordor. I mean, that's a game I'm gonna have to buy on like as soon as I can.
I am excited to watch somebody stream it.
What?
Damn.
I'm excited to watch somebody stream it. I can't say. I don't know. It looks really cool, but I'm not invested into the story.
Yeah, because you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, you fool.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
really not into that story.
Cool.
Well,
You're ignorant, Bobby. I'm just gonna say it. You're
I
just
ain't ignorant.
you're so ignorant right now. You're
oh my God, so many ignorance.
Oh, this podcast is so full of ignorance. I can't even get
Ignorance.
ignorance.
Yes. Pronounce.
Let's plug and get out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like I'm about to make the biggest fart of my life.
What?
All right, who's up next?
Mike, you could go because that sounds like a good way to do your plug. Just
Fine.
Yeah, plug your ass.
All right, my show is called Arcade Recall. It's in production right now, but I just found out because of continuity issues that the one I'm working on has to be released before the next one, or after the next one I make, so it may take a little time because the next one has a second host, and we're redoing the voiceovers on it. Let's also look for a tabletop gaming show in the future called Game Staple. That's about it on my part. Yeah, Google it, Arcade Recall, if you want to find it. It comes up first every time.
I
Who's
guess
up next?
next. You can find me on YouTube at as Dr. Smitty, or you can find me at geekuniverse.com. You can check me out on interweb Bobby B. Smith. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah, straight.
I'm Frank. Yep, Frank Duran. You can find me everywhere as Yep Frank. It's you can check out my YouTubes and stuff, my Instagrams and Twitters, stuff like that. And so Yep Frank. But also check out Real Books Don't Have Batman, which is on KikiUniverse.com, which we will be back this week and hopefully doing a Saturday topic, and we'll have so many more interviews very soon.
I am David the Man Zombie. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/NoSympathyForStupidity. You can find me on GeekUniverse.com doing the podcast and some Let's Plays and some geeky news. Getting owned probably in Mortal Kombat if I ever decide to take Mike on again.
Dude,
Otherwise, you can find me streaming my games on hitbox.tv/manzombie, and I think tonight I may be trying to hook up with that. Hopefully I can log in. It wasn't working for me actually while I was trying while these guys were talking about stuff.
For what?
To Geek Universe's Twitch channel. So with some Destiny. Destiny.
It's your
Destiny. Maybe I'll screen share to Hitbox.
I'm your density. I'm just gonna make that joke the entire time.
Destiny awaits.
Haha, I can buy my Destiny. Alright.
Oh, you're Republican?
And